Yo, what's up? Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Give me 1 second to make sure it's actually up. Oh, indeed, it looks like it is. Perfect. All right, guys, let's get started. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Lilo, and today we're talking about why Yuta versus Toji is not close. So yes, today this is a live stream and it's going to be slightly different than pretty much all the other live streams. So today we're going to have a power scaling segment first where we're going to analyze all of the major power-ups and feats that Yuta and Toji both display throughout the series to find out overall who is more powerful than who between these two characters. Then we'll go to the community tab poll to look at the results and discuss and debate your guys' comments, because we did a poll, Yuta versus Toji, who's stronger. So we'll go through that, and it's going to be pretty fun. And if you guys are leaving comments during the intro portion, and you don't see me reply to them, don't feel upset, because after we finish the intro scaling portion, that's going to be the interactive bit where I'll be responding to all of you guys. So yeah, let's get into the power scaling, and then once that's done, I'll be replying to your comments, okay? So let's get to it. So there are a few different methods for scaling the power difference between Toji and Yuta. The first and simplest scale is scaling the power difference between end of series Maki compared to end of series Yuta. So that's because in chapter 198, Maki goes through a second mental awakening and is stated to be Toji's genuine equal. This implies Maki and Toji are equal in physical stats, despite Toji having decades more experience with a fully awakened heavenly restriction. Maki then goes on to train and prepare for her most challenging battle by far, the titled strongest sorcerer in history, Heian era Sukuna. Now, during her battle against Sukuna, Maki not only tanks multiple Sukuna critical hit black flashes, but she also dodges world-cutting slash from Heian era Sukuna. This being the same attack that double black flash Gojo post-prison realm Gojo did not dodge, from a weaker near-death Sukuna. Meanwhile, Toji battling Gojo as a legitimate teenager in high school was so much weaker and slower than awakened Gojo that he could not land a single attack on him at all. Like, he couldn't even touch him, you know? Even with a cursed tool that negated infinity, Toji in their rematch failed to land a single attack. In the majority of the fight, Gojo's so high on his own power that he's actually ignoring Toji. He's lost in Gojo's legit lost in his own world and still so fast that he's dodging Toji's serious attacks the last second. So, all this being said, these feats heavily imply that Maki final arc during the battle against Sukuna physically scales above Toji due to dodging world-cutting slash. Meanwhile, Toji couldn't land a single attack on awakened teen Gojo. And despite Maki being this powerful, Yuta still scales above her narratively, due to Yuta never losing his title of second strongest sorcerer of the modern era. And furthermore, a more compelling reason is that Gojo states that if Gojo becomes so weak during the Sukuna fight, that Gojo's weaker than Yuta or Hikari, then the squad can jump in to help him. Gojo does not say, if I'm weaker than Yuta or Maki. This is a key moment that narratively heavily implies that Yuta and Hikari are the two strongest on their side after Gojo. Maki's relative to them, but still below them in power overall, so this implies that final arc Yuta would scale above Maki and Toji. So another way of scaling it of scaling Toji and Yuta. This is the last piece of scaling we'll do here. Then we're going to open it up for interaction. Another way of scaling Toji and Yuta is talking about how final arc Yuta would go against awakened teen Gojo. That is a whole video on its own. But many people think even start of Culling Games Yuta versus awakened teen Gojo would be a close fight. Meanwhile, Toji versus awakened teen Gojo was a one-sided, no difficulty victory for Gojo. So I mean, that heavily implies that Yuta scales above Toji as well. Okay, so those are the main things I wanted to say. Now let's head over to your guys' comments here in the poll. Let me peep these comments, see what you guys were saying. One second. Hey, yo, hold up. Okay, no worries. My chat was glitching. Like, I opened up my phone, bro, and I thought the stream was not going the entire time. I was like, bro, did I just yap to myself this whole time? No, but it was just my phone was glitching. What's up, everybody? So yeah, we just finished the power scaling portion. If you guys are just hopping in right now, we just finished the power scaling portion. So now we are in the debate discussion portion where we look at your guys' responses to this poll and we just debate it and discuss it. Okay. So let's take a look here. So based on the poll, Yuta won very one-sidedly. It was pretty much a massacre. I didn't expect that it was going to be this close because I really thought that most people were under the impression that Toji had stronger physical stats than Yuta, and that Yuta would have to win using his domain expansion. Don't work on heavenly restriction users because they don't have cursed energy. I thought that it was going to be something like that, and I thought it would be like a 50-50 split, but a lot of people picked Yuta, so let's take a look. So Flangly says, fast forward Yuta a bit, and this would technically be a rematch. Let me think, what does that mean? I don't understand this joke. Yeah, I can tell it's a funny joke though by the 13 likes. I think he's saying like, because Yuta fights Sukuna, fast forward a Yuta a bit, and this would technically be a rematch. I don't understand this comment, Flangly, but I'm gonna give it a love anyway. Just because I'm pretty sure Flangly's a very cool person. I think I've like commented or replied to Flangly's comments before. Mr. Graduation says Toji via feats and cross feats Maki had pre-Shinjuku. Hold on, let me read this again. Toji via feats and cross feats Maki had pre-Shinjuku, honestly, but Yuta could totally be stronger, who knows? Okay, so to understand, I think what they're saying here is that Toji has better feet awakened. So that, I mean, in terms of reaction speed awakened. So that, I mean, in terms of reaction speed, that puts equal and then training for a month in preparation to Sukuna. And when it comes to preparation in Jujutsu Kaisen, you can make massive leaps in the people that you can defeat by having strategic plans. Like, that's why Toji was able to beat Gojo in their first fight anyway. But and let me peep some of these comments in the chat here too. Yeah, we got chat comments and we have poll comments at the same time, bro. Oh, hey, what's up, Enemy Master? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Julian, Daniel, Wade, Dennis, what's up? What's up? Welcome to the stream. All right, now let's continue on with these comments. This person says, anyone says Toji needs to get their heads checked. Let's see what the responses are. There are valid arguments, to be honest. Well, let me think. So a valid argument for Toji beating Yuta, it would be something like this. It would be, if you look at what Maki does to Cursed Spirit Naoya. Cursed Spirit, so here's a good way to scale it. This is like the best way you could scale Toji up to being like around Yuta level, is if you say he's stronger than Ryu, but I don't really know if he is. Like, Toji versus Ryu is a close one too. And some people say that Toji would struggle just fighting Rika, which is something that's interesting to think about, because like Rika was stronger than post Shibuya Yuji, who scaled at least relative to evolved Mahito. If you analyze Yuji's fight against Mahito, the reality is they jumped that man. Like, Mahito went through a gauntlet, and at the very end, Yuji squeezed out the W. It was like Mahito fought Nobara, then fought Todo, then killed Nanami, then fought Yuji, and was gonna kill Yuji too if Todo didn't step in. So it's like, Mahito was a monster. Yuji surpasses, or is at least relative to Mahito after Shibuya. And then after Shibuya, we see Chozo fight Naoya, and they're like neck and neck. Then Naoya levels up, becomes a cursed spirit with a domain expansion, and Maki with her true power just one-shot ends him. So it's like a dude that scales massively above Chozo, Toji and Maki can like easily defeat. So if you start saying stuff like that, you're like, okay, you know, Toji's real strong, man. He can do some really impressive things. They're kind of relative when you start scaling like that. Especially, there's even a scene in Culling Games where Yuta fights Chozo and no-diffs him. He defeats him without using cursed techniques. So that shows that like Yuta and Toji both scale above Chozo. And Chozo's relative to like lower end disaster curses. So like when people look at it that way, that's a valid argument for saying Toji and Yuta are somewhat relative, especially since domain expansion wouldn't work. So that's a good argument for Toji. Dentist said with prep time. Oh, dude, that's another thing you could say. So with prep time, let me add that to it right now. With prep time, Toji actually can win. This is just reality. With prep time, you can defeat people way stronger than you in Jujutsu Kaisen. That's why the disaster curses were able to seal Gojo. But despite Gojo being like dozens of times stronger than all of them, Gojo. So I'm gonna read the next comment too. But one really cool thing about that scene, I was analyzing it earlier with Gojo versus the disaster curses. In the start of the series, Jogo has this line where he's like, bro, if Gojo's this big of a deal, why don't we all just jump him? We could all just jump him. Me, you, Kenjaku, like we get Mahito, Hanami, we can jump him, we'll take him out. And Kenjaku says, if we try that, he's gonna cook us so bad we won't even be able to run away. And if you analyze Gojo's fight with the disaster curses, that's literally what happens. Like they're trying to run away and they're getting cooked, bro. It's like it's one of the coolest little Easter eggs I noticed recently. Like they were legit trying to run and they couldn't, and that was what Kenjaku said was gonna happen. And another interesting thing is like if Kenjaku didn't show up, Gojo was going to just solo Shibuya. He was going to kill all the disaster curses. He could have killed Maharaga. He could have beaten Maharaga and 15-finger Sukuna by himself at the same time. Bro, that would have been that might be a video I do in the future. What if Gojo didn't get sealed? But anyways, let's continue.